Hey, how you doing? I'm Steve. Welcome to my channel. Well, it's New Gear Day today, and I'm really excited. So I have this Epiphone Les Paul. It's a Plus Top Pro in trans blue. I got it in 2015. It's a really pretty guitar, and I really like it. However, I don't play it as much as I used to, and I've been thinking about selling it. But then I thought about the fact that I don't have a guitar with P90 pickups in it. So maybe I would just convert it to that. Now, if you don't know what P90s are a type of pickup. It's a single coil, but Gibson's made them popular back in the day, and then humbuckers came, but they're still really popular now. You can find them in a lot of guitars. They've got a unique sound, and they're really cool. So I wanted to get some and see what I could do. Well, I had to make a decision because P90s are not the same size as a standard humbucker. They're bigger and actually a little narrower. So I would have to do some routing on the guitar. And in that situation, I'm pretty much committed. That guitar is going to be a P90 guitar forever because otherwise the routes don't match and it just wouldn't look right. But I found a solution. Seymour Duncan has a P90. It's called a PhatCat. And it's the same size as a standard humbucker, so it'll go right into the same slot. No routing, nothing like that. So that's what I picked up. Well, my friends at Sweetwater sent it over. I've got them right here. This is not a sponsored video. I paid for this on my own. There's no one who can say anything about it. So anything I tell you about how I think it works, how it sounds, it's all me. It's not influenced by anyone. Let's open this up. If you bought anything from Sweetwater before, you get your standard packaging here. This is really the winner right there, is your candy. Everything comes with candy. It's awesome. So here we go. Here's my here are the PhatCat pickups. They're in chrome, so they should match what I have on the guitar already. Again, this is going to be a single coil, so it's not going to have the noise canceling that you would get with the normal humbucker. I also ordered a new pre-wired set from 920D to go into the guitar. The guitar right now is wired with split coils. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to put the new wiring harness in and wire it in with the pickups, and we'll see what we got going on. So here we go. Okay, it's all done. I've got the guitar back together. You can see the pickups look really great. They fit right in there without any issues. I used the 920D custom Les Paul wiring harness with long shafts so that make sure that it fit. I got that off of Amazon. It was about $99. It was easy to use, just a little bit of soldering, and we're good to go. Now, the wiring harness that I replaced was this one. And this came from obsidian wire. This one, the reason I pulled it out is because it has split pots, and split pots are useless with a single coil pickup. So I pulled it out, and this one's really nice because it's solderless. All you do is you plug the wires into the connector here, and everything's already wired for you. It's pretty slick, sounds great, works really well. The pots are smooth. Everything's awesome on this guy. It ran about $140 from Obsidian Wire. Definitely going to use this again, and I would recommend, if you're looking for one, a few bucks more. If you don't want to do soldering, this one's a good one for you. So all we have left is a playing demo of the guitar. I did some recording of the guitar previous to swapping out the humbuckers, and then I redid it again with the P90s. Doing them back to back so you can hear and see if you hear the difference or not. We'll see what you think. And I did all this through my Hughes & Kettner Tubemeister 40. It's got 3 channels, a clean, a crunch, and a lead. So it gave me the ability to go through different tones without having to make a bunch of changes. I did not change anything on the amp. Once I set it, that was the exact same settings I use for both pickups. So there's no tweaking or anything like that. I didn't do any tweaking in my DAW or anything like that. Nothing changed because I wanted to make it as close to the same as possible. It goes directly into my DAW, and I'm using a Celestion greenback IR. So that's where all my tones are coming from. So here's the demo. Check it out. Okay, there you go. What do you think? The comparison between the original humbuckers and the PhatCat P90s. Do you hear a difference? I do hear a little difference. I think the PhatCats are a little brighter, maybe a little edgier, but do I think they're worth the upgrade? Maybe. I'll probably play it a little bit more now than I did before because it gives me a little bit of different sound than I get from the humbuckers. But the real question is, how do they compare to a regular P90 on a Gibson guitar or one of the others? Well, turns out I have a buddy. He has a 2014 Gibson Melody Maker with P90s, and he asked me to do a little cleanup on it, and he graciously allowed me to use it in the video. So I did a demo of it, playing the exact same stuff that I was playing with the P90s and the humbuckers. I'm going to give you a little comparison of that right now. You tell me if you hear a difference. So what do you think? Do you think the PhatCats and the P90 sound the same or not? I'm going to give you my answer, or not. They don't. I think there's enough difference between them that you can't mistake them for a P90. Now, the PhatCat does have some of the nuances and the quirks of a P90. You get a little bit of that quack out of it, but it's fatter. I mean, they named it right because it gives you a fatter tone than you get out of the P90s. It doesn't exactly sound like a humbucker either. It's unique enough that it kind of falls in between both of them, which I think makes them kind of cool. It's not going to give me that P90, but it gives me enough difference from a humbucker that I can go out there and I can pull this out and it's going to give me something different. And so I'll probably use the guitar more often because of that. Does that mean that I don't think there's a reason for me to get a guitar with P90s? No.
Are you mental?
But to be honest, I probably would have gotten one anyway, even if they sounded exactly the same, because I actually kind of have a problem because I like to buy guitars. So what do you think? Do you think the humbuckers were better than the PhatCats or vice versa? Do you think the PhatCats are better than the P90s or vice versa? Or do you think I should have just put it back the way it is and leave it alone? Tell me in the comments. So there you go. What do you think? Could you hear a difference or not? Do you think there's enough of a difference that it warrants putting P90s in there? Or do you think it really didn't make that much difference? As always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, consider subscribing. So until next time, don't forget, it doesn't matter what guitar you're playing or what pickups are in, as long as you're playing guitar. Take care. Remember, rock's not dead.